Vadanti tattvavidas tattvam yajnanamadvayam tattvam yajnanamadvayam brahmeti paramatmeti brahmeti paramatmeti Bhagavan iti shabdhyate Bhagavan iti shabdhyate Vadanti tattvavidas tattvam yajnanamadvayam brahmeti paramatmeti Bhagavan iti shabdhyate Vadanti tattvavidas tattvam yajnanamadvayam brahmeti paramatmeti Bhagavan iti shabdhyate tattvavidas tattvam yajnanamadvayam brahmeti paramatmeti Bhagavan iti shabdhyate Vadanti tattvavidas tattvam yajnanamadvayam brahmeti paramatmeti Bhagavan iti shabdhyate Vadanti, they say, tat, that, tattvavidaha, the learned souls, tattvam, the absolute truth, yat, which, jnanam, knowledge, advayam, non-dual, brahma iti, known as Brahman, paramatma iti, known as Paramatma, Bhagavan iti, known as Bhagavan, Shabdhyate, so sounded. Translation given by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Learned transcendental who know the absolute truth call this non-dual substance Brahman, Paramatma or Bhagavan. Please repeat the translation. Learned transcendentalists who know the absolute truth call this non-dual substance Brahman, Paramatma or Bhagavan. Purport given by His Divine Grace Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. The absolute truth is both subject and object. There is no qualitative difference there. Therefore, Brahman, Paramatma, Bhagavan are qualitatively one and the same. The same substance is realized as impersonal Brahman by the students of the Upanishads, as localized Paramatma by the Hiranyagarbhas or the yogis, and as Bhagavan by the devotees. In other words, Bhagavan or the personality of Godhead is the last word of the absolute truth. Paramatma is the partial representation of the personality of Godhead. And impersonal Brahman is the glowing effulgence of the personality of Godhead. As the sun rays are to the sun God. The less intelligent students of either of the above schools sometimes argue in favor of their own respective realization. But those who are perfect seers of the absolute truth know well that the above three features of the one absolute truth are different perspective views seen from different angles of vision. As it is explained in the first sloka of the first chapter of Bhagavatam, the supreme truth is self-sufficient, cognizant, and free from the illusion of relativity. In the relative world, the knower is different from the known. But in the absolute truth, both the knower and the known are one and same thing. In the relative world, the knower is the living spirit or superior energy, whereas the known is inert matter or inferior energy. Therefore, there is a duality of inferior and superior energy. Whereas in the absolute realm, both knower and the known are of same superior energy. There are three kinds of energies of the supreme energetic. There is no difference between the energy and the energetic, but there is a difference of quality of energies. The absolute realm and the living entities are of same superior energy, but the material world is inferior energy. The living being in contact with the inferior energy is illusioned, thinking he belongs to the inferior energy. Therefore, there is a sense of relativity in the material world. In the absolute, there is no such sense of difference between the knower and the known, and therefore everything there is absolute. That is the Bhaktivedanta purport. So this is a very important sloka because it clearly distinguishes various thoughts of understanding God, philosophies basically. So here three words are mentioned: Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaneti, which means Brahman, Paramatma or Bhagavan. So mainly in this world, all spiritualists are divided into two sects basically, two types. One who believes God is not having form, and one more set of spiritualists, they believe very clearly that God is having a beautiful form. So one is they consider God is not having form, is impersonal, nirakara, and there is one more translation who believe that God is having form, sakara, nirakara. This impersonalism philosophy is also called as Mayavada philosophy, because they tell this whole material world is actually Maya. It's not real. It's not real. Okay. So what we are living is not a real world. So like that they tell all that is Maya. So that's why they are generally called as, this philosophy is called as Mayavada philosophy. So now, who is correct? What is actual understanding? So Bhagavatam is telling very clearly here. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavan iti shabdate. So Brahman means who believes God is having no form. Okay. Above that, there's one more is there, Paramatmeti. There's thought type also there, not so prominent, but this also exists. So they tell God is there in the heart. That's it. Nothing more than that. So then one more, the ultimate thing. Bhagavatam says this is the ultimate thing. Bhagavan. About this Brahman, Paramatma, this Bhagavan understanding is there. So Bhagavan understanding means the God is having a beautiful form. Beautiful form. So in this, what is correct, what is not correct? All are correct only. But there is degrees of realizations varies. What is highest? That varies. That is different. Okay. Just like I'll give you an example. One person, he doesn't know anything about sun. Okay. You just imagine a person who is very innocent, ignorant, who doesn't have knowledge about sun. He wants to understand about sun. So, in his research to understand sun, when he goes out of his home, he may come to conclusion by seeing sunlight, this is actually sun. By seeing sunlight, he may consider this is sun. Because there's light, there's some heat, everything is there, right? So, that is understanding. But he goes on doing research. He understands for the sunlight, the source is there. In the sky, you can see there is some source is there. From there, all sunlight, the sunlight is coming. Right? So then he goes to next level of understanding. This is not sun, sun rays are not sun, but actually that is the sun. But he does still more research about sun. He understands there is sun planet is there. Surya Graha. Graha means there is a form for that. And there are living entities on that. You may think that sun is very hot, nobody can live. We think like that. Our bodies are made according to earth planet. We cannot live there. But there are people living in sun planet. Surya Graha, Vivaswan is the in charge of sun planet. Krishna says, Vivaswan manave praha. That means I told first this knowledge to Vivaswan. So, there is a in charge of the planet, there are living entities on the planet. So their bodies are made of fire. Our bodies are made of predominantly earth. To exist on earth is required. Okay, their bodies are made of fire, so they can exist on the planet also. So why up to then? Even in volcano, in the lava, there are some living entities, insects live it seems. Was Discovery Channel they are showing. How that is possible? Their bodies are made like that. Okay. So, there are, hills, valleys, everything will be there. So, like that, similarly, impersonal form of understanding is a preliminary understanding. Just like sunlight, understanding is there. Similarly, Brahman, impersonal form. And above this impersonal form is Paramatma. So, Lord is there in the heart only. Lord is there in the heart, no doubt about it. But there is higher understanding than this one also. That is, Lord is having Vaikuntha and he is having beautiful form. Krishna, you see, Tribhangama, form he stands very beautifully, Shamasundara form, holding flute. The word Krishna means, what is the meaning of word Krishna? All attractive, nice, all attractive. So Krishna, Sarvakarsha, he attracts everybody. He is Madana Mohana. Even in heavenly planet, there is one Manmada will be there. Okay, God of love. He is very beautiful. Even millions of those Manmadas cannot match the beauty of Krishna. Barhavatamsam Asitambuda Sundarangam. Okay, his eyes are like lotus. He wears peacock feather. He is bluish in color. And he wears yellow colored dhoti. And he holds flute. And he plays, it's wonderful. Even not only human beings, not only gopis, not only gopas, but also animals in the forest, birds, trees, they get attracted by Krishna. That is Krishna. That is the beauty of Krishna. When he smiles, Bhagavatam tells, when he smiles, Lord's teeth are like, jasmine, buds. Just like మన మల్లెపూల మొగ్గలు ఉంటాయి కదా, ఆ రకంగా ఉంటాయంట. ఓకే, ఆయన నవ్వినప్పుడు when he laughs like that, they turn to a little reddish color, light reddish color. Okay, Lord's smile is so beautiful. Okay, he is so attractive. Just by seeing his form, just by focusing on the form, we can remember Lord always, and we can quickly progress, go back to Vaikuntha. So that is the greatness of this Bhagavan feature of Lord. It's not so easy to progress by impersonal form. First of all, there is no form. How you can focus properly? Okay. And but when you come to temple, you see, Krishna temple, you see beautiful form. Anybody can meditate on the form. Anybody. Even small child also can nicely see the Lord, understand who is Lord, how he looks, and focus on the Lord. So that is the beauty of this Bhagavan feature of Lord. Okay. So in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asked one same question. So other question he asks, you may think because I believe in the form of Lord, I am simply exaggerating all that. So, but that is not so. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna clarifies this. This is 12th chapter. Arjuna asks a question. Evam satyuktaye bhaktvastvam paripasate echapaksharam avyaktam tesham ke yoga vittamaha. So Arjuna is inquiring, which is considered to be more perfect? What is best? Those who are properly engaged in your devotional service. So by meditating on your form, that means devotees. Devotees means who worship the form of Lord. So they are best, or those who worship impersonal Brahman, unmanifested, or impersonal form of Lord. So two types are there. So one who doesn't believe, who believes that God is having no form, not having any form, and who is having form. Out of these two, who is best? Arjuna is asking. So you see what Krishna is telling. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Mayyavesha Manoyemam Nityukta Upasate Shraddhaya Pariyopetas Teme Yukta Tamamataha. The blessed Lord said, he whose mind is fixed on my personal form, Krishna is telling, my personal form, who fixes mind on my personal form, always engaged in worshipping me with great and transcendental faith, who worships me always, who has great faith on me, he is considered by me to be the most perfect. He is the best. Krishna is declaring here very clearly. Okay. So, Krishna is declaring very clearly. And who are we to decide? And he tells very clearly, so for those whose minds are attached to the unmanifested, that means who are attached to my impersonal nature, okay, advancement is very troublesome. So they progress with great troublesome. That means no quick progress. They take long time to make the progress. So to make progress in the discipline is always difficult for those who are embodied. He said, Krishna is saying that difficult to advance in that kind of method. Okay. So come and understand my personal form, beautiful form. Worship me. Render service unto me. And then have great faith on me. In this way, you will quickly come back to me, Krishna is telling. So this way to understand. So then why Krishna gave, but if you see, many people, impersonal form of impersonalists, they tell God is not having form, and they tell one more thing. I am God. Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahmasmi means I am God. The word Brahma is having many meanings in the Sanskrit. One of the meaning is God. One of the meaning is Atma. Atma. Okay. So in Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara, in Vaishnava Parampara, all the Acharyas, whether Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, and many Acharyas, they clearly translated the phrase Aham Brahmasmi means I am soul. I am soul. I am not God. But it's very famous, Aham Brahmasmi, I am God, I am God, I am God. Cinemas also made. Okay. But the truth is, I am soul, not God. We can never be equal to God. The God is always one. Asamudvaha, Veda says, Asamudvaha. There is no one equal to him, there is no one above him. He is God. Devaki and Vasudeva, in their previous life, they do tapasya for Lord Vishnu. Almost 12,000 years they perform tapasya. And Lord Vishnu appears. And they pray to Lord that we want son like you. Vishnu laughs. There is no one like me. I am the only one. Okay, I myself will come as a son for both of you. In the next life, Krishna appears for them. Okay. So God is only one. There is no one equal to him. There is no one above him. If everyone is God, it's difficult to run like that. For suppose if you have a company, so you are running a big company. In Gachibowli here, many companies are there. You have a company. So company will be having, one MD. Okay, one owner will be there finally. In the company, 1,000 people are working. If thousands are designated as MDs, if 1,000 people are owners, so will that company run? One person tells one thing, I want office in the east side. Some person tells no, west side. Some north, south, top, down, everywhere. So God is only one. God is only one. There cannot be multiple gods. Okay, Bhagavan is only one. So then how this philosophy is coming to picture? Why there's so much propaganda happened, and then, there's a reason for that also. That is also in place. There's nothing wrong. That is also in place. So, Lord Buddha, there's a connection to Lord Buddha also. So, Lord Buddha, when he incarnated, so when he's trying to preach the message of God, his Buddhism philosophy, he saw many people are killing animals so much. So much they are killing. And if people perform so many sinful activities, they cannot understand God. Esham tandikatam papam jananam punyakarmanam. Only when the papas gets purified, you can able to understand God. Otherwise, it is not possible. Parallelly performing all kinds of papas, sinful activities, and still try to understand God is actually irrational. It's not possible like that. We have to stop sinful activities. Then one can understand God. So that time, they are killing animals. Then Buddha goes, to people. They ask, why you are killing animals? So they show reference of Vedas. In Vedas it is told, you can kill animals and offer to the goddess Kali, and you can take no problem. But Vedas mention like that, no doubt about it. But the purpose you have to understand. What the purpose? Vedas tell you should not kill animals. Okay. But some people are so much habituated to eating non-veg, killing of animals. If you stop them suddenly, they will not give up like that. Systematically, slowly we have to implement that. They will come out of it. Once Chanakya, Chandragupta are there, no? So Chandragupta, he is the king. Chanakya is the minister. So Chandragupta passed a rule in the kingdom. Nobody should, kill animals, and then no intoxication, no gambling. Like that, he passes rules suddenly. Then Chanakya goes and tells, you are foolish. And he gets surprised. What is this? These are good activities, no? What I have done. What you want to do is good only, but the way you're implementing is wrong. You should not suddenly stop all these things. You should slowly stop, put some rules. Who want to, go for gambling, drinking, this kind of things, you put so many rules. And they should bother, why all these rules? Better not to go to wine shops, all these kind of things. Slowly, you should make them, come out of all those. Otherwise they'll rebel, revolution will be there. So then he understands that. Similarly, Vedas also systematically makes people to stop killing of animals. So that's why it says, if you want to kill, you can kill animals, but on the Amavasya day. Amavasya day. And then where? In the Kali temple. What time? In the midnight, Ardharatri. So if you analyze all these things, so nowadays in Hyderabad you see, Hyderabad we have big slaughterhouse here. Al-Qaeda. I call as Al-Qaeda. Actually Al-Qaeda their name is. In Patancheru a big slaughterhouse is there. It can kill 25,000 cows in 1 hour and give in packets. 25,000 cows. That much capacity that is. India is one of the biggest slaughterhouse. 4 are there, 1 is there in Hyderabad only. Apart from this, more than 1,000 slaughterhouses are there in Hyderabad. Rampant killing of animals. Some people eat, breakfast, lunch, dinner, non-veg items. Okay? If they want to eat once in a week, if they eat, little bit understandable, but some people, so much demand is there. Once I went to Kokatpalli, long back, many years back. So there is one supermarket is there. In the supermarket, they used to sell chicken, mutton, fishes, prawns, crabs. These are okay. They're selling snakes and some kind of lizards and frogs. Remaining names I don't know. So that much. So this is too much. These kind of things are too much. So Vedas tells that once in a Amavasya means once in a month. Amavasya means once in a month. And what time? Where it is Kali Devi temple. Not everywhere. Only Kali Devi temple. And then what time? In the midnight. That means you have to wake up till midnight. So all these rules are systematically making them, little trouble to, consume all such kind of things. Slowly they'll give up. This is the mood of the Vedas. But people gave all the purpose. Kali Devi temple, you can kill animals. Still some temples are there like that. So purpose is lost. This is the problem. Blindly following is problem. You should never follow blindly. You should understand the purpose, real purpose from the acharyas. Then you implement the things. Blind following is dangerous. So when Buddha is going like that and telling these kind of things, Brahmanas used to say, see, Vedas told like this, Vedas told like this, Vedas told like this. He told, then Buddha told, reject Vedas. Buddha told, reject Vedas. You cannot understand Vedas, you are not in position to understand Vedas, reject Vedas now. Then he propagated Ahimso Paramo Dharmaha. Ahimsa is the best dharma. All these things. Because people are degraded. Say a person who is in first class, he should be told first class knowledge. If you tell PhD knowledge, what will happen? Say one girl is there, I'll tell you PhD in mathematics. What that girl will do? She will, catch the head and run away. Only first class knowledge you have to tell. So people are degraded a little bit that time. So then he propagated Ahimso Paramo Dharmaha. Especially, but Buddhism is not completely perfect. It is Shunyavada, no soul. Bhagavad Gita tells about soul, Krishna tells about soul. In Buddhism there is no soul. They will not believe in soul, all the Vedas. But ultimately to understand Supreme Lord, Vedas are the actual shelter. Without Vedic understanding, you cannot understand God fully. So somehow Buddha propagated that philosophy because people are at that level. And when Ashoka became king, when he took up Buddhism, he made whole India Buddhist country. Whole India Buddhist country. Now we are seeing people, Hindus everywhere, but that time all are Buddhists only. All are Buddhists. So it went on like that for some years. So people stopped killing of animals to great extent. So then now time has come to give higher philosophy. Then Shankaracharya comes. Shankaracharya. So Shankaracharya arrival is predicted in the Padma Purana. It was said in the Padma Purana, he tells to Parvati Devi, Mayavadam achach sastram prachannam bodhamuchyate Mayavitam Devi Kalo Brahmana Murtina. So which means Lord Shiva informed Goddess Durga, in the age of Kali, in this Kali Yuga, I take the form of a Brahmana and explain the Vedas through Maya, the philosophy similar to Buddhist philosophy, to counter that Buddhist philosophy. Okay, so Shankaracharya is the actual incarnation of Lord Shiva. So he came and propagated people this impersonal philosophy. Why impersonal philosophy is very easy to accept. You are God means they'll like very much. In a company, if people are not working properly, so owner comes and tells, you are the owner, you are the owner, you are the owner, he tells, to inspire them. But actually owner is owner. He never gives ownership to all the employees. So to inspire, but this impersonal philosophy is very inspiring. You are the God, and then many things will be like that. Aham Brahmasmi. So you can worship yourself. Atma Puja will be there. They worship themselves. Many things will be there like that. So to attract people immediately from Buddhism, he propagated this impersonalism philosophy. He by walk, he travelled Asat Himachalam, from that means from Kanyakumari to Kashmir, 2 times he travelled and defeated all the scholars and sent them out of India, Buddhist scholars. That's why they went to China and again they started something over there. So then people came out of Buddhism and again started believing in Vedas, but impersonal understanding, one level of understanding. So then Acharyas came. Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya came, and they propagated the true philosophy of form of God, about form of God. Okay, then people can able to understand about the form of God. So this is how very systematically people are elevated. So from the degrade position by the Acharyas, first Shankaracharya, then Ramanujacharya, then Madhvacharya, so then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Okay, they came and again gave this personal philosophy of God. So this is ultimate understanding. So we need to carefully understand all these things. And there are many Mayavada sannyasis, many people are there. So when they come, how should we deal with them? We should respect them or not? We should respect them. If Mayavada sannyasi comes, we should pay Dandavat Pranam. Okay? We will not disrespect anybody. Always respect all the people. But we don't associate much with them or don't hear that philosophy, but we respect everybody. So we have to hear from the Vaishnava Acharyas carefully if you want to know higher knowledge. Otherwise, a 10th class person again going to 7th class, 8th class. 10th class person should go to next level. Which class that is? After 10th class, what will be there? Intermediate. So that he should not go to again 8th class, 9th class. So it's like that. Who understand the form of Lord, again going to Mayavada, impersonal form of God is like again going down. So association we should avoid, because in the mobiles recently, TV channels, many people propagate this philosophy. You should be very careful in hearing. In Mahabharata, if you see Karna Karna is, great. He is very charitable. Okay, he's having some good qualities, but he was categorized by Vyasadeva in Mahabharata as one of the Dushta Chatushtayam. 4 people are there who are Dushtas in Mahabharata. One of them is Karna only. Even they having some good qualities. Who are the 4 Dushta Chatushtayas? First is Duryodhana, Dushyasana, Shakuni and Karna. Actually, Mahabharata war, Duryodhana dared to fight against Pandavas, not because of Bhishma, not because of Dronacharya, it is because of Karna. He strongly believed that Karna can fight against Arjuna and all the Pandavas. Because of that hope, actually he fought Mahabharata war, and thousands of people died in that, lakhs of people died in that. Okay. But if you read Mahabharata very clearly, Karna is not so powerful as Arjuna. Recently a film released, there is so much debate, who is powerful, Karna or Arjuna. And the hero fans are blindly believing, blindly arguing that Karna is great, Karna is great. So it is good to have, it's nothing wrong if you like somebody, some hero, that's not a problem. You can say your hero is great. But when it comes to history, you cannot say some villain as noble, how much or great he may be. He stood on the side of adharma. So for example, India-Pakistan war is happening. In Pakistan, some great warrior is there. Will you glorify? Oh, he's a great warrior, very good person, this thing, that thing and all. He's on the side of Pakistan. So when you hear Mahabharata, you should carefully take sides. You want to take dharma side or adharma side. You should be very clear. By and large, the serials and cinemas, they always take side of adharma, because some masala will be there. Masala means more views, more money. If you tell hero is very good boy, if he doesn't have any bad habits, he doesn't have any girlfriend also, all good qualities he is having, if anybody makes film with that kind of hero, nobody will see the film. Who will see the film? Hero should tease some girls and then smoke some cigarettes and do some things. Then only people get attracted to see all that. So cinemas by and large, they actually propagate these kind of things. Recently, one person sent me a video clip in the WhatsApp. It's an entry of Rajamouli, one of the best directors of India. So that journalist is asking, who is your favorite personality in the Mahabharata? And he is telling Karna. That's a great personality is Krishna. If not Krishna, Arjuna. But he is telling Karna. Many Karna fans are there because films are made like that. From since 50 years, films are made like that. So we should not go by films and the serials, all these kind of things. So you should go by scriptures, Shastras, what Mahabharata told, what Bhagavad Gita told, what Bhagavatam told. If you want to know the truth, go by scriptures, not by cinemas and serials. Okay. So because of Duryodhana association, Karna was considered one of the villains of Mahabharata. Villains of Mahabharata, as per the Vyasa Mahabharata scriptures. Okay. So Karna many times ran away from the war. Cinemas never saw all this. 7 times he ran away from the war field. 7 times. So first time is when he went to fight against Drupada Maharaj after Gurukula training, he runs away from the war. It's mentioned in Mahabharata very clearly. Previously, I read the slokas also. And then he ran away from the fight with Gandharva in a Gosha Yatra part of Mahabharata. And one more time is in the Virata Parva, in Virata war, Arjuna alone fights with all the Kaurava warriors, including Bhishma, Drona, Karna, Ashwadhama, everybody. That time 2 times he runs away from the war field, Karna. Next time, in the final Mahabharata Kurukshetra war, he can't will fight with Abhimanyu. He runs away from the war field. And after that, you'll be surprised, Bhima defeats Karna 2 times. Karna runs away from war field. He takes Ashwadhama help to fight against Bhima. Okay, 7 times he ran away from the war. Nobody shows all these kind of things. Okay, he is the one who gave advice Duryodhana to disrobe Draupadi. Many ill plots against the Pandavas were made by Karna only. Okay, all these things are there. So because of association, he became more like that. So we should be careful with whom we are associating. So 2 things are important in our life. 2 things. These 2 things can elevate you or make you fall down totally. That is association, good people association. If you have right people with you, who inspires you in your life, who will direct you in right way of life, then you will elevate yourself. So the best friends are actually devotees. They really know what is good for you because they have knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, and they can help you, inspire you and guide you in that direction. And second thing is books. If you read right books, then you learn many things in your life. Best books are Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, scriptures, this kind of scriptures, Ramayana, Mahabharata. Okay, so if you have these 2 things in right direction, in right way, you'll elevate yourself. But if you have bad friends and you happen to read bad books, unnecessarily your life becomes more problematic. Negative things, negative thoughts, depression, demotivation, and many things will be there in the life. Okay, so choose right association and right books. Satsang is very, very important, and then reading the scriptures is very important. So these things we have to carefully take up in our life and progress in Krishna consciousness. Any doubts, any clarifications? Okay, and then yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanad Pranam. Prabhuji, just you quoted about Bhagavad Gita 12.1 and 12.2. When Arjuna asked about the formless and perfect form of Krishna, who is most perfect. And Krishna replied that the person who worships me in full form, he is the most perfect. Now there is one doubt about, if there is Sakar and Nirakar means no form. So there is no doubt. But when we think of the form, so what type of form should we assume? Because everybody will assume as per his own or her imagination. Even we have deities or photos of Krishna, they don't resemble. So isn't there any confusion?
So Prabhupada very clearly clarifies, Acharyas clarify, you can take up any authorized form of God. Okay, authorized form of God. Not everything, not this table is God and you cannot focus on this kind of things. Okay, authorized forms of God. So if you see Vishnu avatars are there. So deities are made as per the description giving the scriptures. Krishna, how he looks. How we came to know, they mentioned Bhagavatam. As for Bhagavatam, that form, deities are made as per that form. Okay, so that is mentioned in Brahma Samhita, Bhagavatam, and Bhagavad Gita, Mahabharata, many scriptures like that. So that kind of authorized form you have to focus. Okay, not another forms of God. It can be Narasimha, it can be Rama, any other form of God you have to focus. That is important. Assumption is wrong. You cannot assumption. You should go by scriptures. Prabhupada says, what is the value of people opinion? Many people say this one, that one and all. There is no value for people opinions. We should take the truth from the scriptures, from the Shastras. Shastras are given by God himself. Okay. Vyasaya Vishnu Rupai, Vyasa Rupai Vishnave. Vyasadeva, who is actually incarnation of Lord Vishnu, he came down from the Vaikuntha Loka to give us the scriptures. Okay. So if you refer the scriptures, then you understand the true form of God. That is important. Hare Krishna.